Homework pressure? No more. At Spring Library, we explain every topic in simple way. Join the learning family and score high every day.
So here we have a wire. We have a diameter of 0.32 millimeters. We can say that this is 3.2 times 10 to the negative fourth meters. And we have a length of 11 centimeters or 0.11 meters. So we also have a table. So we have V, and then I in milliamps. All the way to 0.5. I apologize. And then here it would be 72, 142, 218, 290, and 357. So at this point, we can say if this follows Ohm's law, where the voltage is equal to the product of the current and the resistance, we can say that we can compare this, solve for I. This is going to equal V over R. Say that I equals our Y input, essentially, and our V is our X. So I would be our dependent variable, and our X would be our independent variable. So we would essentially compare this to Y equals mx plus b. And m here, the slope, is going to be 1 over r. And, of course, b equals 0, so b will be the y-intercept. So the y-intercept will essentially equal 0. So this would be, essentially, this would be the slope if the slope and the y-intercept if this wire obeys Ohm's law. So at this point, we should graph it. And we'll have voltage in volts, rather, I apologize. This will be current in milliamps. This will be our Y, and then our x-axis will be volts and the voltage in volts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So here would be 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and here will be 100, 200, 300, 400. So it's essentially going to be 0.1 at 72, so it'll be around here, 0.2 at 142, so around here, 0.3 at 218, 0.4 at 290, and then 0.5 at 357. So essentially, it'll look like this with our points. And as you can see here, you can use Excel or a TI-84 or TI-85 in order to find the slope of this. So here the slope M is going to be equal to 718 milliamps per volt. So I would simply be equal to 718 milliamps per volt times V, the voltage. Again, this follows Ohm's law, because again, B equals 0. So the y-intercept is going to be equal to 0. And then we can say to find the resistance of the wire, we can say that R is going to be equal to 1 over 0.718 amps per volt. And so the resistance will be equal to 1.39 ohms. So this would be your graph for part B and your answer, your resistance for part B. Part C is asking us for the resistivity of this material. So the resistance is going to equal the resistivity times the length divided by the area. And this is going to be the resistivity equals the area times the resistance divided by the length. So we'll have pi, well, rather, this will be equal to pi d squared r over 4L. So rho, the resistivity equals pi 3.2 times 10 to the negative fourth squared. The resistance 1.39 divided by 4 times the length of 0.11 meters. And this is going to be 1.0 times 10 to the negative sixth ohms meters. From table 18.1, this resistivity lines up most with nichrome. So this would be the material. This would be the resistivity is close to the resistivity of nichrome. So that would be the material, the unknown material of this wire. And that is the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.